Hi friends, welcome back to a new video. In today's video I'm going to be cleaning and decorating one part of my backyard, and here are a few clips of what you are going to see in today's video. And as you can see, I have a lot of things to do, a lot of cleaning, and the fun part, I've got a lot of decorating to do. I got some new items, outdoor decor that I'm gonna share with you. So if you are interested in seeing how I turned my backyard into a oasis, then keep on watching. Here you see my DIY pallet lounge set that I created last year. In case you missed that video, I will link it in the description box below. I definitely suggest you go ahead and watch that video after you've done watching this, because you guys, I'm so happy with how this DIY project turned out. Now, I had this covered for the fall and the winter season, and to be honest, I wasn't sure how it was going to hold up, but I'm really happy that I did cover it. And to be honest, it really wasn't that bad. It was actually really good, because I was expecting animals, insects or whatever be housing underneath this cover, but it turned out that they didn't really, because you will see in just a minute that there wasn't a lot of mess, and the lounge set, it really held up really well. And this is what it looks like, and I think it looks really good. I just noticed that the paint didn't hold up so good on some pieces, but overall I think it looks really good. I might repaint it, but I'm not too sure. I'll just have to see about that. And here you can see the mess that was under the sofa. Well, a mess, it's not really all that messy. And this was the only thing I found, this snail, and that was about it. And I think this is pretty decent. There's not a lot that I need to clean, just have to go through these borders. And if you recall my previous videos, I had a bunch of weed growing here. I always had to spend a lot of time weeding this area, but it is pretty decent, so I'm at least happy about that. this cover. I'm not sure what you call it, but I got it last year at the same time that I had the pallets delivered to my home for this project, and I needed it because I wanted to cover the pallets. As long as I didn't start on the project, I didn't want the pallets to get wet. So they were out here in my backyard and I had them covered all the time with this tarp, I think it's called. But anyway, once I was done with the project, I cut it to size so that it would fit my sofa. But I am going to be replacing this. I think I'm going to be using it one more season, and after that I will be buying a new one. It just depends on how well my sofa will hold up, but because a new cover, they can be quite expensive. So I'm just going to be using this until it's not usable anymore, and then I will be buying a new one. Once I'm done with all the weeding, it is time to go in with the pressure washer. Now, I think most of you will agree with me that this is really one of the most satisfying moments of cleaning the backyard. And I've heard many YouTube creators stated the same thing, because you can totally see the difference right away, and that is so satisfying. Now, you know that I always use this brush on my power washer, and I think because I have a large surface to clean, that is so much handier. It gets the job done so much quicker than instead of using that itty bitty ray. So I always use this brush, and it makes this work so much easier. About a year now, I've been more environmentally aware, if that makes sense. I really think of how I can help not demanding so much from nature. So one of the things I stopped doing is using a lot of water. Now, what I used to do, once I'm done with the pressure washer, I would hose down the entire deck completely with water, and that used up a lot of water. So now what I do is I use this wiper to wipe off all the excess water. All I need is you tonight. If I shut my eyes, keeping them closed, all the senses explodes. You and me under the sky. Let's stay up all night, give our hearts a new beginning. When we fell in love, every second, every minute, we were high on life. Didn't waste our time, didn't sleep as much as now. Let's stay up all night. imagine this pallet sofa without swivel casters. I am so happy that I decided to go with these swivel casters. I've seen many of these projects without swivel casters, and I know for me that would have been a disaster because I'm not able to move this around the way I do now with the caster. So if you decide to do this, I would highly suggest and recommend you use casters because it will definitely make your life much easier. As you might have noticed by the daylight, it is already the end of the day. We're going into the evening now. So now that I've done with all the cleaning, I'm hosing down the sofa so that it is nice and clean from dust and dirt. And I'm going to let it air dry for the rest of the evening before I put on my cushions the next day. It is a new dawn and a new day, so we are going to start the decorating. You can already see how crisp clean this space is looking like, and even though I didn't do anything to the sofa, it looks so crisp and white. So that's all because I just cleaned it up a little bit and the pavers are clean, so that's why I will be holding off painting it for this season. It's just too much work now, and I think it looks pretty good. Like I mentioned, we're gonna start decorating, and the first thing I'm gonna do, and I did this the other way around last year, I'm going to start with my new outdoor rugs. I got these 3 outdoor rugs. I had them last year in pink. They didn't have them in pink this year, so I got this teal color that I really love as well. Since I had my sofa cushions also in this teal color, I thought I really wanted the pink, but okay, I had to deal with this. Now this is really the last season that I will buy these outdoor rugs. I got these on sale. They were $5.99 each, and I'm not going to be buying these every year over and over again. I will be investing in a good outdoor rug that I can use year after year. But for now, this is the last year that I will be buying these. Now, as I mentioned, last year I had the sofa and then I placed the rug underneath it. I had to lift the sofa and that was really hard for me to do. So this time I thought I would lay down the rug and then roll the sofa on its place. Now I want to show you here something. I got these 3 rugs and they are supposed to be the same size, but as you can see here, one is clearly bigger than the other. So I decided to let the bigger part be underneath the sofa so that it won't be visible. Last year's video I shared with you this outdoor deck box, and I am so happy that I got this. I will link that video in the description box below in case you are interested, and you should definitely go check it out because I shared with you the unboxing and how I put this together, and it was so easy to do. And you guys, I have to say, this box is a lifesaver. It houses all my cushions and throw pillows, and one thing that I love about it is that it is UV treated, it is waterproof, it is maintenance free, and it is lockable. So this is really one of the best buys that I've done. Here you see what I meant earlier, that my rugs are kind of the same color as my cushion covers. So that is why I'd rather had pink than this teal color. But for my more durable rug that I'm going to be purchasing, I saw it already online. I'm not sure if I'm going to be buying it this year or the next season. I might wait until after the summer. It might be reduced in price maybe, I'm not too sure. But anyway, I will be going for a pink rug for here. You might remember my pretty pink, bright pink outdoor cushions. It was like this bright pink and with this pretty yellow pattern on it. Now this color didn't last one season because the sun really had his way, and look at how it completely bleached out, faded the pink. This is how the cushions are after just one summer, and I was so bummed out, you guys. Look at the difference. And here are the other cushions, as you can see, and it is just so sad to see how damaging the sunlight can be. So what I'm gonna be doing is I'm going to try to revive the color. I bought this Dylon textile paint, and I'm going to be giving them a new coat of color, I hope. So I might lose the pink, the yellow, but I don't mind as long as it is bright pink again. I actually bought 2 of these because I'm not sure if one is going to be enough, and this is quite a process because I'm going to have to wash the pillows first and then paint them and then wash them again. And if that is not enough, I'll need to paint them another time. So we're gonna have to see how it turns out. But this is, you guys, how it looks. And I'm not too sure how it's going to work with 2 separate colors with the paint, but we're gonna have to see about that. So you guys, this is the first round of the Dylon, and look at the brightness. I am so happy with this result, and especially these smaller ones because they were like evenly faded, so you don't really see some color difference. But on this one you do see it here a little bit, the color difference. And I can do it again, but I don't think I'm going to. So this is the result, you guys. I am so happy. Now I am not worried about the color difference here on this cushion, because if you remember from last year's video, the reason that I even got this color difference is because I have a large white tray that I place on this cushion, and that created the color difference. So once I have it back on here, I won't see the color difference. One of the things I purchased new for this area is a umbrella. I was really missing that. I wanted one for some more privacy and for shade when needed. Now I got this umbrella stand from Yisk, and the umbrella that you will see in a minute I got also from Yisk. I'm not sure if you have that in your area when you live, but I will leave a link of the website below in case you're interested. Now, what I love about this umbrella stand, it is really heavy, but it has 2 wheels, so that makes it easier to move around. As you can see here, they're really tiny, but it is enough to move it around without having to lift it up. I was looking for a heavy duty umbrella stand, and this one was 40 kilograms, so I am sure that it will hold my umbrella. Now here you see me struggle to get it flat down on the ground. Now keep in mind I have speed up this piece of video, but it took me about a minute to do this. I just didn't want to just drop it on the ground. I got this umbrella for 3 reasons. First of all, it is really big. It is 3 meters wide. And the second reason, it was really affordable, only 40 euros. And the third reason, which was one of the main reasons, I love that you can tilt it. That makes it easier to adjust it to the stand of the sun. If you know me by now, you know I love thrifting. And one of the things I love thrifting for are planters. 2 years ago, I got these steel ones from the kitchen section. They aren't really planters, but I use them as planters. And this year, I got these purple ones, and they are from the brand Elho. And you guys, these can be so expensive. I will tell you more about that later in this video. Last year, I didn't have any decor up at my fence. And years before that, I always had these outdoor canvases, and I had these still new in package. I really like these. These are smaller than the ones that I used to have, but I thought I would use them this year again to brighten up the space. Another new purchased are these outdoor cordless table lamps, and they are USB rechargeable, and I got them from Lidl. And you guys, I'm so happy with these. As you can see here, they go up to 9 hours. The only thing I miss on these are a timer, but you guys, I couldn't pass these up because they were so affordable. And as you can see, they came with 2 color shades, one white and one green. And I'm not sure if you're familiar with the brand Fatboy. Those are so expensive and they look kind of similar, but the ones by Fatboy, they cannot stand out in the rain, so they are not for outdoors. And these are, you guys. And when I came across these, I had to pick them up. They were only, at the time I got them, they were only, I think, $14.99, 15 euros a piece. So I thought that was an amazing deal. Trying to show you here that it has 3 levels of brightness, but it is too bright outside, so you don't really see it very clear, but I will show you that in a few. Some time has passed and it is now dusk, so this is how they look. As you can see, they are really bright, and like I said, you can adjust them in 3 levels. This is the medium, and then this is the low setting, and I think the low setting is bright enough, but I'm happy that you can choose because sometimes you maybe want to have more lighting. Now I'm just going to play around because I don't know where I want to put these. I think they kind of look cute on the end tables, but they're not that visible. So I'm just going to play around and see where I like them best. And you leave me a comment below where you think they would go best. So either here on each end table, or I thought I might move them on each of the corner of the sofa, because then they will be more visible and they will cast off more light like that. So this is the second way. And the third way I was thinking is to put them a little bit closer to each other, more in the middle of the sofa. I thought that might look good, but while I was doing this, I thought no, this wasn't looking all that nice. But leave me a comment below, let me know what you would choose. And this is the tray that started this whole mess. Well, actually it didn't, but it was the reason for the color difference. But yeah, the sun did fade out the color. The tray had nothing to do with it. Now, one of the differences that you're gonna see with my previous videos is that I went with completely different annuals this year. I have no ideas what these are called, but I decided to leave all the impatiens, the petunias and the begonias at the store this year and go for something completely different. You might remember this burner. I thrifted it last year. I didn't use it in my decor last year, so I thought I would bring it out. Now I really love the aesthetic of it. I'm using this little glass hurricane so that the flame will burn evenly and not be affected by the wind. I recently thrifted these two flower pots. They are both from the brand Elho, and these can be so expensive, you guys. The smaller one was $4.99 and the bigger one was $5.99, and you can see here the brand Elho. And you guys, whenever I see these and they are something I like, I tend to pick them up because as you can see in the store, they are so expensive. Here you see this a very small one. I'm not sure. The price on this is $12.79, and this is smaller than the one that I got for $4.99. And this is the one that I got for $4.99. No, sorry, this was the one that I got for $5.99, and you won't believe the price on this, $25.29. So that is why I always thrift these Elho planters at the thrift store, because I definitely will not break the bank to buy these new. I even think that these might be indoor planters, but I don't mind that because I'm going to be using them throughout the summer season. And then after the summer is over, I will clean them out and I put them away in storage for next year. Here I am drilling some drainage holes, and now I'm not going to do just a few because I'm going to be generous by drilling a lot of holes just to make sure that there's enough drainage. These annuals are the inspiration for this year's color scheme. I have mainly purple-ish, bluish, pinkish flowers this year and some white. But I really love these. Now there's a story behind these. As you can see, they are looking so pretty, and you guys, you won't believe the story behind this. I was at the garden center and I was looking for annuals. Then I came across this big bin that they had, and they threw out all these plants, and I had no idea why. And some of them, they looked really nasty because they just threw them in, but most of them, they were perfectly good plants. I went to someone who worked there and I asked him why they threw them out, if they were sick or something, and he just said, no, we don't have any space for them anymore, so we tossed them out. So then I asked him, so if can I take them with me? He said, yes, but you have to pay. Now that really blew my mind, because you are actually tossing these out, and when I want to save them, take them home with me, nourish them back to life, you want me to pay for them. So I didn't think that was nice. But anyway, I got them for 50 cents each, and I got 6 in total. And I thought I would bring them home with me because I was so heartbroken seeing them tossed out like that. I would bring them home with me and nourish them and see them bloom. Always when I'm done planting some new annuals, I will water them with some plant foods to give them that extra boost to grow. And then after that, I keep repeating that once every month or once every 3 weeks. I always try to water my plants directly to the root as much as possible and not onto the flowers, because I don't want the flowers to collapse. I want them to stay intact, so I always try to water underneath the flowers and more directly into the soil. Even though I really love the look of these planters, I felt there was something missing. So I decided to add 2 pink geraniums to the bigger planter to give it more interest. And with that being said, that brings this video to a conclusion. I hope that you have enjoyed this, and make sure you tune in next week because I will be decorating my other seating area for the summer season. Make sure you watch till the end of this video because I have included some nice shots. For now, thank you, and I see you in my next one. Bye.